Hello, and welcome to another edition of Pioneer with Poncelet with me, Kevin Poncelet. Really happy to have you here with me. We're going to do a little unexpected ramp today with unexpected results. The way this is going to work is we spin the wheel with unexpected results, and we might hit an Ulamog, we might hit an Ugin. We might just hit a land, but even then we just get to play the land. So it's like a decent ramp spell, pretty bad ramp spell, but a pretty insane hit if you hit an Ugin or an Ulamog or something like that. That being said, this hand only has 2 lands and an Uro, so I'm pretty sure we ship this one. This one has no blue source, so we're going to ship this one as well. And we're going to keep this one. So we're playing 30 lands. We just need to hit the land drops, really. I kind of want both unexpected results. And no, we're just going to take one unexpected results, and we're going to put back the Fabled Passage, I think, here. Yeah. We just really need to hit land number 4. So we're just going to play this Garenbrig tapped here. Unexpected results is going to have to hit pretty well because, we just don't have anything else going on in our hand. The problem with playing this deck full of giant monsters is that a decent amount of the time we're going to open up a hand with too many giant monsters and not be able to do much. But the good thing about having all those monsters in your deck is that unexpected results can hit them, and then you get to cast them for free. Oh, it's the mirror match. Okay. All right. It's the mirror. Didn't expect to see the mirror tonight. But, I'll take it. Winning the die roll in the mirror seems like a pretty good way to do things. Hopefully we hit something good here. Let's spin that wheel. Our Promise, that's a good one. I think I just want to get 2 shrines. And then if we top deck a land, we can cast Ugin for sure. Another option we have is get like a Lumbering Falls and a shrine. That way we can at least attack for 3. But Lumbering Falls probably not great in the matchup, and 2 shrines will get us closer to casting Ulamog after casting Ugin, so yeah, it's got to be 2 shrines here. We're just 1 land off of the shrines being active, so shrine is I guess a fairly uncommon card to see in Pioneer. It's being played in a lot of the green ramp decks, but if you have 7 lands or more, it taps for 2. We got stuck on 6. Oof. Yeah, so we can't do anything here. Top decked Ulamog. We're playing 30 lands. It's pretty likely we find a land at some point here before our opponent gets to do anything crazy. Uh-oh. Alright, Uro's not so bad. But our opponent is now up to 6 lands, so that means next turn they're going to be able to start playing their haymakers. They found another shrine as well. Oof. Yeah, alright. Well, not much we can do about it. Found the land. And so next turn we have Ugin. If we find a land, next turn we have Ulamog, right? That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So if we draw a land here, actually no, with Garen Brig we have Ulamog mana already, right? Because this turns 4 into 5 into 6. Yeah, we have Ulamog mana right now. So we can get rid of both of their shrines. But they also have Ulamog mana. And them who cast the Ulamog first are likely to win here. Yeah, so this looks bad. Hour of Promise, okay. That's not too bad. I mean, it's not great, but we can exile Sanctum and Shrine. Oh, another Shrine, all right. I mean, I guess Majoring Network makes a lot of mana too, but I think it's got to be Sanctum, since they already have pretty much infinite mana here. And yeah, I guess Majoring Network. Interesting mirror match. We did have the initiative here, but we stumbled a little. And our opponent has an Ulamog or has a Emrakul. Oh no. So they're going to cast our Ulamog. Oof. Oh, that's gross. Alright, so I think we're just dead. Yeah, because they're going to cast our second Ulamog and exile our Ulamog and like our Shrine. Then we can Ugin, but it doesn't really do anything about the Emrakul. Yeah, I think we lose this game. Talk about your haymaker magic here, though, huh? They didn't pay life with the haymakers. Interesting. Get rid of my 2 shrines? Why not my... Oh, I guess, yeah. Might as well get rid of the 2 shrines, yeah. Attacking? It has Indestructible. So that's an interesting attack. I'm happy that they just attacked. Yep. That seems really good for us. 1, 2. Yeah, we can still cast Ugin. So we're just attacking again. I think they didn't realize that this was indestructible. I think that's what happened here. So Ugin doesn't really do anything. They can just kill it. Just make them kill Ugin, I guess. That was cool that they attacked for us. Got in 2 attacks. Yep. All right, I'll take it. Did not expect to win that game after they took our turn, but they made an oopsie. Not reading the second line on Ulamog where it says indestructible. Yeah. So that worked out for us. The mirror match, I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do in the mirror match. We just want to go fast. And yeah, I guess Mystical Dispute is very good. I think we could probably trim a Grazer and like an Emrakul and Ulamog. That's my quick theorizing here. My first time playing the mirror match with this deck. Yeah, I feel like Uro just being a thing is good. Well, maybe we just want all the haymakers though. Maybe it's take out 2 Uros and leave in all the haymakers. Ugin's honestly not even that good on the draw. Maybe 3 Uro. Let's try that. Growth Spiral. Our Promise, Emrakul. Yeah, I think that seems pretty good. Seems like a reasonable keep. This deck really needs to ramp. You want to play turn 2 ramp, turn 1 ramp if you can with the Arboreal Grazer, but definitely turn 2 ramp and turn 3 ramp, and then turn 4 Our Promise, turn 5 do your big stuff. It's kind of the idea. All right, we got another big thing, which is good. We just need to top deck some lands now off these growth spirals. Ooh, did our opponent keep a no green source hand and then top deck the green source? That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. I don't want them to Mystical Dispute this, so I'm going to cast it now. Oh, I guess we should have brought in Ether Guest as well. I didn't really think about that. Yeah, we should have brought in Ether Guest as well. I forgot that Ether Guest is also good against green cards. Yeah, that was a punt. I'm sure y'all will tell me in the chat, in the messages. I mean. Oh, missed their land drop. I think we're in very good shape then. All right, they hit the Lumbering Falls. We're just going to Growth Spiral. Hopefully we hit a land here. No land. All right, hopefully they land for turn. Yes. Got there. This might get countered. Nope. All right, so we're going to have 7 lands. I think we want all shrines. Yeah, it's got to be both shrines, right? How does Sanctum of Ugin read? Colorless spell with converted mana cost 7 or greater. So it's good next turn with Ugin. We can go get, but we already have Emrakul. I don't think we need it. I think just 2 shrines. So we can cast Emrakul sooner. It's better than Ugin is in the matchup. Unexpected hits Yavimaya Coast. Whew. Alright, can we cast Emrakul? 11 mana, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. Alright, we're doing it. Here's Emrakul. And here's us taking our opponent's turn. So unexpected Uro. We can't really like mess them up too bad. We can attack with Lumbering Falls into Emrakul. That's probably the best thing we can do. Oops. I think that's our best play here. Oops. Yeah, alright. It's weird taking your opponent's turn. It's not a thing I've done very much. We're attacking. I get to control the attackers and the blockers. Alright. I think that's fine. We'll just leave them with that. They're at 17, so if they pay one more life for this haymakers this turn, then when they did, I don't know why they did there. Oh, they had to, yeah. So that means they're dead. Yeah, that means they're dead because we get to attack them and 3 them with Ugin. Yeah. They have no recourse here. Wait. Never mind. They have our Boreal Grazer, which blocks. But we can also attack with Lumbering Falls. Maybe. Maybe we have enough mana. We have 8. No, we don't. Alright. So we can't kill them right now. We can put them to 3. We know they have Uro in their hand and Growth Spiral and another Hour of Promise. They didn't have any power card when we saw their hand, so they'll have to top deck it if they are to find one. This does have trample. So we're going to deal 13, regardless of how we do it. We can just hold up Mystical Dispute and attack with the falls here, I think. I mean, no, it's better to have an Ugin in play, I think. Yeah, let's just put the Ugin into play. And we'll take up on the Grazer. Ooh, they drew something. They drew Ulamog? Yeah. And they're cracking Sanctum. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, but it doesn't matter because we can just Ugin again or kill them with Lumbering Falls. Yeah, they're just gonna scoop. All right, that was quite a mirror match. All right, welcome to round 2 with Unexpected Ramp, where the ramp is unexpected, even when it comes in the form of Uro. We're on the play with double Uro, Fabled Passage, 4 lands, and Ulamog. This hand is not terrible. Like, we're going to be drawing cards and putting lands into play with Uro and gaining 3 life. So I'm going to keep it, but it's a little bit slow. But I think on the play it's okay that it's a little slow. Gonna have to get an island with this Fabled Passage. Alright, not ideal with keeping a slower hand against an aggro deck, but let's grab that Fabled Passage. I mean, grab that island. Well, yeah, we might draw Growth Spiral for next turn. We did not, but Breeding Pool is cool. Alright, the life gain on Uro is certainly relevant here. Rimrock Knight, you got it. Let's gain some life, put another land into play. Alright, double Shrine is pretty big. That means we're going to be able to cast the Ulamog fairly soon. Bone Crusher Giant, that's not too scary. We're going to 18. Another Uro. Can we cast both Uros here? I think we can. Yeah, we can. Great. This will work out very well. Shrine. Uro again. Gain some more life. These Uros are really taking us there. Taking us all the way there. And now we have 7 lands in play, so now we're just rocking and rolling. So that hand was kind of slow, but it got there with that third Uro. And the fact that we drew more lands. Now we just get to Ugin them out of the game. The game is just actual over here. Ugin -3. Thank you very much for your plays here, opponent, but this is our game now. They may just concede to this. So we can go get a colorless card with I mean, we already have Ulamog. Right now we have 10 mana. So I'm actually not going to use it. -3, all your stuff is gone. And we still have a Growth Spiral to spare. Okay. All right. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Oh, they're still playing. Okay. I did not expect our opponent to continue playing here. All right, now they've seen enough. Okay, so that worked out pretty well. We're playing against red. Low to the ground, mono red. So we're going to bring in Courser. We're going to bring in Ether Gust to try and slow them down a little bit. We probably should have brought in Ethercast in the mirror, considering it counters a lot of their spells that we do care about, like Unexpected Results and Hour Promise. But I don't know, maybe it's just better to keep your deck more threat dense in the mirror and just do the things that we're supposed to do. So maybe it actually worked out that we didn't. But anyway, in this match, we definitely want to bring it in because we need to buy time. And the top end we can trim on a little bit. And I think we trim on Unexpected as well because it's not as good without all the top end in there. I think we want one of each. Taking their turn could be pretty good, and then also obviously exiling 2 permanents. But the card we really want to see against this deck that just wins us the game is Ugin. On the draw, I do feel like we're unfavored here. Skyline Cascade actually does buy us a little bit of time, and this hand is a turn 6 Ugin hand. The problem with this is a guaranteed turn 6 Ugin hand. And maybe we can speed that up if we draw either Arboreal Grazer, Growth Spiral, or Uro. All of those speed up that clock, but we're generally going to be dead by turn 6. But I'm going to keep because we do have Skyline Cascade, and we just need to draw one of those 12 cards in our deck to speed it up in the next 4 draw steps. So that's a decent chance. We have 4 draw steps to find 12 cards. And we can also slow them down with Skyline Cascade. So far, we have not found one of those 12 cards. But I think on the draw against aggro like this hand is probably fine. All right, Courser's good. It doesn't speed up anything like we wanted, but it definitely gains us some life and serves as a roadblock here. Yeah, we're going to have to Cascade one of them now. Cascade saved us at least 2 damage here, maybe even more. Firing up Mutavault is a good sign for us. Just going to play the Courser, Hour Promise on top. Hopefully they can't kill our Courser here. But if they play Chandra, kill Courser, which it looks like they're doing, yeah, we're pretty dead. Yeah, we probably just don't have time. We're going to be too low by the time we stabilize with the Ugin here. Yeah, not much we can do about this. Yep. We needed them not to have a way to kill the Courser. But we're going to play it out and see if, I don't know, some sort of miracle happens. And we're not dead. But yeah, it was definitely a risky keep. And it worked out very poorly for us that they had the Chandra. If we were able to play the Fabled Passage, gain 2 life, still have the 2/4 in play, blocking their things, Or at least like they use a lightning strike to kill it and we get a block in. It would have been a little bit better. But yeah, I'm just going to scoop here because we don't have any recourse. Nothing we can draw is going to get us out of that. All right. So I don't think we want to make any changes. Although the 4-mana play of Unexpected Results is kind of good. It's just not as likely to hit anything relevant now that we boarded out 4 of our power cards. I think it makes sense to trim on Unexpected. I'm going to run it back. Obviously, Uro and Courser and Aethergust are our best cards in the matchup. Just those type of things to get us into the mid to late game. Not going to keep this hand. I will keep this one. This one's very good. All right, this is what we probably needed in game 2 there. It was just plays on the first couple turns of the game. And it was pretty risky to just like go all in on maybe top decking one of our 12 cards that ramp us. But we're definitely keeping this hand and don't need this Yavimaya Coast. Gain some life, draw a card, put a land into play. Alright, we're going to need to top deck something, but most of our deck is live now, besides the 4 Ugins and the 2 giant creatures. And we're at 23, we've got plenty of time, we got a blocker. Yeah, there we go. That's a good one. I'm going to play Sanctum of Ugin. And cast Unexpected Results like this. So that if we hit a land, we can Mage Ring Network here. Oh, is that how it works? Right, it goes back to your hand if it's a land. I've just been really lucky with it so far and only hit non-land cards. Wow, yeah, this card's pretty sweet. That's sweet. All right, this is great. I actually didn't even realize it did that. Full disclosure, haven't hit a land with it yet because I'm really lucky, I guess. Or unlucky, maybe. All right, Unexpected Results is sweet. Definitely better than I gave it credit for. Stomp my dude, sure. So I'm taking 2. Let's get a storage counter. Courser, huh? Yeah, let's play Courser first. Play Yavimaya Coast. Cast Unexpected Results. Get another land into play. Oh yeah, we're doing it. We're just doing it. This is feeling good. Roast my dude. All right. Dude is roasted. we're still at 18. Do we want to Hour of Promise? We can get Skyline Cascade and Lumbering Falls. 1, 2, 3. Well, if Unexpected Results hits something good, we're likely to not care about Hour of Promise. And if it hits a land, we can cast Hour of Promise. So I guess we just cast Unexpected. What do we hit? Rating Pool? Yeah. Let's pay 2 life. I think it's worth it. Yeah, I think it's worth it. And we're going to get Skyline Cascade and I believe Lumbering Falls. So we have something to block with next turn. We can like trade off with their Bone Crusher Giant. If this Unexpected Results doesn't hit. Soulscar Mage. Take 1. I'm okay with it. We could have got Fabled Passage so that we could cast Uro. Maybe that was the move. I didn't think about the Uro. 1, 2, 3. 4. Another land. All right. We could have let Unexpected Results go to the graveyard, but I think I'd rather just cast it again. Another land. Huh. All right. Well, let's just do it again. At least we get Uro next turn. But we're taking a lot of damage here. Oof. Yeah, that's really not good. Oh no, that's 10. We're at 2. Oh no. Well, we're going to need to hit something here. Nope. Huh. I mean, we're not just dead. We have 2 blockers. We have 2 blockers, plus we attack next turn and gain 3 more. Hopefully draw something that does something. But being at 5, we're definitely hosed by a lot of cards our opponent could have here. Plus they have a Ramanap Ruins. Oof. Yeah, I feel like maybe we should have prioritized getting Uro back a couple turns ago. And then I probably messed this up. I kind of forgot about the Uro in our graveyard, and I think I should have been really prioritizing that, and we wouldn't be at 5 right now. We would have had an Uro in play when they went to do that. No attacks. Okay, well, dodged a bullet. and found Ulamog. Gonna attack because we're gonna exile. I guess this is a spell, huh? Am I gonna take 2 from that? Because it's a spell on the stack. But it's when I cast this spell, it's not actually the spell doing it. That's interesting. I'm not actually sure how that works. I guess we could just get rid of the 2 prowess creatures, just to be safe. Yeah, let's attack. Gain the 3 life. We get to Ulamog and also get Ugin here, maybe? How much mana do we have? 2, 4. I probably missed putting a counter on Majoring Network last turn as well. Whoops. 5, 6. Wait a sec. Forgot we have Garen Brig. We should do this correctly here. 4 for that, and then 2, 3, 4 for that. There we go. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left over. So we're gonna sack Sanctum of Ugin. Gonna target those 2. Sack Ram and have ruins, I assume. Sure. Let's get Emrakul. 2 card types. House 11. I think we had 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really? So I missed putting a counter on Majoring Network, and that is stopping us from Emrakuling here. Whoops. Get another Lumbering Falls and a Shrine, I guess. That's 6. We could die. Because I missed that Majoring Network charge. We could lose this game. 4 mana. Not sure what this is. I guess Chandra? Chandra means we're taking 4. And if they hit... Oh, Collective Defiance. What is this? 3 damage. Discards, draws that many cards. Okay. Pretty sure their last card is a land. No? It's a Swifty. Alright, that's okay. We're good. We have a blocker. Oh, they discarded their mountain. That's what happened. I see. That's what's going on. Cool. So we have Lumbering Falls to block. So their attacks aren't good. Although that scared me for a sec because I forgot about the Lumbering Falls. I was like, ooh, that's 3 with the 1 blocker. But we have Lumbering Falls. We're good. Looks like we're going to beat one of our worst matchups, I would assume, in mono red aggro. Excuse me. Yeah, they're just going to scoop. All right. 2-0. All right. Welcome to round 3. We are 2-0 right now with unexpected ramp, and we're going to keep this hand. It's pretty good. Worth noting, we could have played a little tighter in the last match. It looks like it's the mirror match. Luckily, our hand is pretty dang good. Going Grazer into Uro is pretty sick, and then yeah, Grazer into Uro into Hour. Oh, Ipnu Rivulet. This is different. Our opponent's doing Thought Not Seer things, I think. Although I suppose Ipnu Rivulet's a reasonable card for us to play in our deck as well. Strategic. Oh, okay. All right. There's another blue-green deck, and it's Lotus Breach. Yeah, that makes sense. We're playing against Lotus Breach. So we have one Damping Sphere in our sideboard, which is obviously pretty good, but otherwise we're pretty cold to what they're doing. So this could be a tough one. Obviously we have sometimes like turn 4 Ugins and Emrakuls and stuff. So obviously we do have some game against them, but they're generally going to do their thing before we can do our thing. Which probably means it's a bad matchup. Yeah, I think we just Hour here. It's like fully shields down, but they know that our shields are down in general, especially in game 1. Getting Sanctum and Shrine. This way, if we do draw any of our payoffs here, we can get the second one. Thespian stage, go. Okay. That's good. So they're just going to copy their Lotus field, most likely here. That worked out. We hit a blue source, which we needed for this growth spiral. I don't think it makes any sense to play the growth spiral now. with 2 colorless mana and potentially 1 green or blue. Yeah, we just can't draw anything that we can do. Yeah. And if we drew the land, then obviously we wouldn't have a spell. Alright, so we're probably dead here because, I mean, they have a whole lot of mana. They can get back that hidden strings, make a whole bunch more. But they're going to choose what are you choosing here? Pour over the pages. And they whiffed. Hidden strings. Make some more mana. So they're generating 4 mana every hidden strings. They have 10 mana now. 11. Not quite enough to Ugin. Ugin's also not that good against us. I mean, it's good, but we can certainly beat Ugin. So they're going to grant it here with 7 mana up. Getting Underworld Breach makes sense. Casting Underworld Breach. And then they've got Expansion Explosion. And they've got lots of strategic plannings, which refill the graveyard for Underworld Breach. In case that ends up being an issue, but they started with a lot of cards in their graveyard, so it's probably going to be fine. There's 9 mana. I mean, it is possible that they whiff pretty bad on all these and that we aren't dead. And that's why we're going to play it out here, but it's very likely that our opponent kills us. Apologize for the boring content right now. Maybe we can fast forward through this in post. But I can't really scoop. We have to keep playing because our opponent could technically fizzle here. It's just highly unlikely. Alright, with Pour Over the Pages, plus the Fate of Wishes in their graveyard. Next time they cast a spell, I'm going to Growth Spiral. Or did they not untap lands with... Interesting. All right, we did draw Emrakul, which is our best possible. So now I'm just going to F6 and let them kill me. But if they don't kill me, we have Emrakul, and we can kill them with their own deck pretty easily, I would assume. So they're going to have to kill us. Very likely that they can again, but you know, still a slight possibility that they can't, or they mess it up. Like Fave Wishes should get Tome Scour. Probably, so they don't run out and they can just mill the rest of their deck, which they might be able to do just naturally here. I say naturally, but I mean just without getting Tome Scour. Another pour, that's a lot of pour of the pages is. All right. Yeah, I guess just to save time for this video, I think I'm going to concede. Because now they've got to have everything they need. All right, that's the fourth one. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. It's so unlikely that they can't kill us. I don't know what way they were going to do it, but they were going to kill us. All right, so we want Mystical Dispute, I'm pretty sure. And Damping Sphere, for sure. Ether Gust does counter Underworld Breach. But I'm not sure what we're boarding out here. Like, Uro's not very good in this matchup. Our medium threats just don't push enough to help us win there. So I kind of like the idea of just swapping out the Uros for the Mystical Disputes and the Damping Sphere, because we do really want our big boys in this game. It's like a race. It's just kind of a race to see who does their busted thing faster. And Uro technically ramps us up, but it doesn't actually go get lands. It just puts lands into play if they're in our hand. No blue source here. I would keep this hand if we had a blue source, but gonna have to mulligan. Oof. We're going down to 5. All right. This one plays. We're gonna dump probably the Hour, unfortunately. Well, definitely one of the Growth Spirals. And I guess we just need to draw 2 more lands in the next 4 draw steps, to be able to cast Hour on turn 4. Yeah, I guess we'll drop 2 Growth Spirals. And we might draw one again because we're going to get an island with this Fabled Passage. Obviously, mulling to 5, not ideal, but I do think this deck has to mulligan pretty aggressively because a lot of the hands just don't do anything. All right, we got a payoff. Payoffs are good. Just going to cast this now. Land? Nice. All right, we're getting there. We just need one more land. I mean, Ugin honestly isn't that good in this matchup, but it's not bad. There's the land. Just play that, pass. Opponent missed their land drop. Oh, that's really good. Maybe their hand is just a bunch of Lotus fields. Casting a 1/4? No, strategic planning, all right. So we have an Ugin, and we're going to be able to sacrifice our Sanctum to get, I guess, Ulamog. I should probably do some math. So we're getting Sanctum and Shrine for sure. That means we can sack Sanctum and probably Ulamog. It's probably, well, I guess they're going to play a Lotus Fields and we have nothing to exile. So maybe it is Emrakul. We have 3 card types right now. If we sack Sanctum, we're going to have 9 mana. So just one more card type in there. And we have enough, or just one more land. So I guess if we draw a land for turn, we'll know what we want. And maybe we were supposed to get Emrakul regardless. The Promised End. There's a Lotus Field. We expected that. They floated a green. For Wayfinder, okay. They grabbed a Sanctum and put those cards in their graveyard. All right. We did find the land, so we're definitely going to grab Emrakul. Oh, I guess, yeah, we didn't have a second green, or a third green for Garenbrig to get Emrakul into play anyway before. So, yeah, we get to hold up Dispute here. And cast Ugin. This works out pretty well. Gonna grab Emrakul. Guess I'll just kill their Wayfinder. I don't think we can lose from here with Mystical Dispute, Emrakul. Like, our hand is pretty perfect. Doesn't really get much better than this. Ooh, well, we can't counter that, though. That's uncounterable. It's a cycling effect. So they got to generate that mana for free and draw a card, which is quite good for them. If they have more of those, then they might be able to generate enough mana to play around Mystical Dispute, but it's pretty unlikely. The cool thing about what their deck is trying to do... Ooh, Underworld Breach. Well, I guess if we dispute it, then they just have to pass their turn, right? They did get enough mana to pay for it, but... they're just going to copy that. Yeah, and then we're going to take their turn, and I can't imagine that they can beat us taking their turn. Alright, what are we doing with their turn here? We can Sylvan Scrying for Lotus Field, sack the other Lotus Fields. Can Fae of Wishes for like nothing. Sounds kind of good. We just drew Lotus Field. Alright, that works too. Let's go to the main phase. Should cast this for nothing. So I can't look at their sideboard. I didn't actually know that. Let's just get like a... forest. Let's play Lotus Field. Sacrifice 2 lands. And your turn. Cool. Alright, they're just gonna scoop. Cool, we got to sack some Lotus Fields with a Lotus Field. Got to play our opponent's turn. Fun times. Yeah, again, I don't think Uro is really a card that's that important in this matchup. Aethergust can counter a Sylvan Scrying for a turn. I don't know if that's where we want to try and fight them, because, I mean, maybe Ulamog is worse than Aethergust, though. Because a lot of the time their lands are just going to be untargetable. With Ulamog, which means just in general, it's not as good. Maybe 2 Aethergust, split the difference a little bit. We want 1 Ulamog in case it's good. There are going to be some situations where it is good, I would assume. Like if they go get Niv Mizzet or something. Dispute, Growth Spiral. Yeah, this hand seems keepable. It's nothing crazy. Like, Ugin's honestly not that good. So maybe Ugin was something we were supposed to trim on. It's weird saying that. Ugin's not that good, because obviously Ugin is very good in all matchups. But in this one, it's like, it's fine. Ugin's, I mean, it's a powerful play. All right, so they've got their Lotus Field. But it's not just game ending, obviously. Let's play that. Got another Sylvan Scrying. Yeah, so they're going to get a Thespian Stage this time. Guess we'll respond. Put the Fabled Passage into play. Didn't need to respond. I just wanted to get it over with. There's not any reason for them to get any other card. Then Thespian stage here. Yeah, this isn't a great situation. Our turn 3 was just play land and say go. I mean, we're holding up Mystical Dispute, which is pretty good. Shrine of the Forsaken Gods is eventually good. So we have turn 6 Ugin, which I just don't think is going to be good enough. Well, I guess, yeah, turn 6. But we do have this Mystical Dispute. If we can time this Mystical Dispute right, we might be able to slow them down enough. But now that they have 2 Lotus fields, it's very likely that we won't be able to. I do feel like we're pretty far behind at the moment. We have no Sanctum to go get Emrakul. Another Thespian stage. Woof. Well, at least they're not going for it, but they really don't have to while we're just chilling. Garen Brig. Yep, that's an absurd amount of mana they have over there. So now Mystical Dispute doesn't really do anything unless we get really lucky with it. But they seem to be at least a little bit flooded. I mean, when you have 10 mana in play with only 3 lands, yeah, I think they're starting to go for it now. It is really free for them to start to go for it because, yeah, what are we going to do? This is a mana leak, basically. Mana leak, when your opponent has 10 mana to work with and also untaps their lands that make them 3 mana. Not really the place you want to be. We needed to find that 1-of Damping Sphere. I thought about playing more Damping Spheres. They're targeting themselves with Ipnu Rivulet. All right. So they're going to cast Underworld Breach. No, Grazer. Resolves. Yeah, they're just flooded, I guess. Okay. Well then. Maybe we are doing stuff. So we had an Ugin on turn 6, which is sometimes good enough in some matchups, but in this one, usually very much not. We'll see how this goes. Looks like they're going to go for a Breach now. They don't have a ton to do, just like cast Niv Mizzet here. Yeah, I think they're just casting Niv Mizzet, which we can actually counter. No, it's uncounterable. Yeah, it spells uncounterable. That is part of the text on the card. But we could just -6 if they can't deal any more damage to our Ugin. Maybe they can. Ooh, okay. All right. Well, at least we have another Ugin that we can kill this with. Well, actually, I guess we can still kill that Niv Mizzet with this Ugin because of the Mystical Dispute. But they did just draw a card off of our Mystical Dispute. All right, our Dispute actually had text, which was pretty great that turn. They drew 2 cards off the Niv, but they can't kill Ugin, so we get to -6 this Ugin, play another Ugin and plus. And then we could still very well be dead, but they did use a decent amount of resources to play this turn, even though they also got some back. We drew Emrakul, 2 card types. So this costs... We can definitely cast it, right? So it's 2, 4, 7, 13. Yeah, we can just hard cast it. So yeah, we're definitely casting Emrakul here. Let's think about this though. Cast Emrakul. Yeah, there can't... Nothing could really go wrong there. We can just attack into our Emrakul with Niv Mizzet and then cast all their spells, make them lose. Yeah, it's got to be the line. This costs 11, so let's play Garenbrig. Make 6. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, we could just remove 1, huh? Yeah, we can just have it for 1. All right. I'm gonna plus the Ugin, targeting them, because we can attack that Niv Mizzet into us. Let's take your turn. They have another Lotus field. Nice. All right, cool. We're gonna do some fun stuff here. Do 1 damage to any target. Myself. Clearly. All right, first things first, we're attacking. Second thing second, we're gonna play... Make a bunch of mana. Definitely. Play this Lotus field. Sacrifice these lands. Play Hidden Strings. Untap these things. Do I want to cast Seder Wayfinder? Not really. So we're gonna put the Fey Wishes back in their hand, cast it, and then pass the turn, I think. So they just don't have much going on. We have a giant monster. I think that should do it. I don't know what they could top deck here, but probably not a whole lot. It is pretty fun taking your opponent's turn, I have to say. Yeah, they're going to cast a Fey, right? Might as well. Yeah, let's just attack with Emrakul. I guess I should have attacked with Lumbering Falls too. But if they only block with Grazer, then we just kill them. Yeah, all right, that works. This is what I was expecting, is they block with just Grazer, we tick up, and then we play another Ugin and tick up. And that's why I didn't really want to attack with the Lumbering Falls, because they were just going to block it with Fey of Wishes. And we got him. All right. I don't think this matchup is very good, but we got there. Emrakul is very good. All right. All right. Hello and welcome to round 4. We are 3-0. We just took down Lotus Breach by taking their turn for them. We're going to keep this hand. It's a little bit risky, but we're on the draw. And we're going to have 3 mana on turn 2. Hopefully we find something to do on turns 3 or 4. So far, no luck, but that's okay. Opponent played Stomping Ground tapped. Maybe Niv. They might be Niv. I think I'm going to play the Lumbering Falls here. They might be a creature deck, so that Skyline Cascade might be good. Game Trail, all right, they're probably a creature deck. Interestingly, no creatures so far. That's a really good one. And nothing to do here, though. We're just going to play Fabled Passage, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we want to play the tapped land now and save the Skyline Cascade for if they have like a haste creature here. They're going to Lightning Strike our Grazer. Now they're going to stomp us. Okay. And then cast Bone Crusher. No, cast Rabbly. Rabbly Master. Okay. Ugin should clean things up here when we get to it. They do probably play Embercleave though, so we could just die. Gotta make sure we crack our Fabled Passage, getting a Forest. Did not get there as far as something to do here. I think we're just gonna Skyline Cascade their dude. That is tapped, even though it's just a 1/1. It does save us 1 damage, and we're just going to play an Ugin in 2 turns here either way. Just played. It's just all about damage mitigation until then. This might be Collected Company because they paid 2 for the Stomping Ground here. They probably want to main phase it if they have more Rabble Masters in their deck, which I assume that they do. Now they're just going to play a War Boss. All right. So guy's a 4/2. The Grazer is going to block this one next turn and block way more damage than this turn, so we're going to only block a Goblin now. Hopefully they can't kill our Grazer with a shock or something. Mistake. Okay, that's okay. So we just have to survive from 11. I think maybe we just get 2 more shrines. No, it's probably shrine, and yeah, it's definitely shrine and sanctum, since we already have a shrine. Sanctum and shrine. I think that's the general idea with this deck. You just usually want to just get shrine and sanctum, unless you need the mana from double shrine. You're probably always going to get shrine and sanctum. Some situations you're going to get Skyline Cascade or Lumbering Falls, or even Castle Garenbrig, but it's pretty unlikely that you'll want to get any of those over shrine and sanctum. All right, everybody's coming in. We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We might just be dead. Yeah, we're just dead. Okay. Well, they had the Embercleave. Bummer. We did not have the initiative there, which was why we didn't win that game. If we were on the play, we win. But yeah, that's how it goes. Ether Gust against the red-green deck. Yeah, sign me up. Emrakul and Ulamog are not super useful in this matchup. I think we want to board similarly to how we did against Mono Red, but I think in this one we might actually want to keep all the unexpected results and board out a couple Uros. That sounds kind of weird though. Yeah, maybe it's just drop a couple unexpected results again. Yeah, I think this is how I want to play it. We just need an early game. We need like at least 2 of these first 18 cards in our list. Oops. We need 2 of these 18 in our opener. And yeah, the other cards are just for the later game. Yeah, let's just do it like this. Turn 4 Hour, and then a turn 5 Ulamog. Might be good enough with Grazer. Since we already have a shrine, that means we get to triple shrine. Definitely cast Ulamog. Right, that's 6. Yeah, that's easily Ulamog on turn 5. All right, turn 5 Ulamog I think is good enough. I'm going to keep it. We just need to draw any land, and we have turn 5 Ulamog. If we were not on the play, I don't think I would keep this, but Grazer blocks, and is probably going to save us like 2 to 5 life in the first few turns. Maybe even more than that. And we just need any land here. That's a land. So yeah, game plan turn 5 Ulamog to see if it's good. It's generally going to be pretty good, I think. All right. Warboss plus Embercleave could make things a little bit more awkward, but Grazer already saved us 1 life. Another land. Yeah. All right, and we also have Sanctum of Ugin, so we're going to be able to go get Emrakul, or just another Ulamog, but probably Emrakul. Another Warboss. Oof. All right, that's a lot of little boys. Little gabos. I guess we could die to an Embercleave next turn, technically. Gonna take 5 here, down to 15. Oof, yeah, they're gonna make 2 more. 2 more of them are gonna be bigger, so we're gonna take 10 minus 2, 8. Plus 3, 11. Ooh. Yeah, I think we are just dead to an Embercleave again. Bummer. Turn 5 Ulamog, not good enough here, I guess. Ooh, Ether Gust, though. Can't cast it, unfortunately. Just can't do it. Because we need to Ulamog next turn. Can't hold up the Ether Gust. We really needed that Ether Gust in the first few draw steps, not on this turn. We're going to get 2 shrines. Since we have another shrine. I think we had to get 2 more shrines. All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could have gotten Skyline Cascade. We should have. Could have and definitely should have gotten Skyline Cascade with the second one. That was a mistake. I should have done some more math there. Yeah, because 3 plus 6. 4 plus 6. Yeah, we still would have had enough. Damn. All right. Yeah, we're dead to an Embercleave here. And we wouldn't have been potentially if we had used the Skyline Cascade. So that's kind of a bummer. They didn't attack with Llanowar Elves, though? Oh, okay. Why wouldn't they attack with Llanowar Elves? They haven't, like, a Gore clan? No, they have a Stomp. Well, turn 5 Ulamog not good enough sometimes. They were able to kill us on turn 4 through the Grazer. So, yeah. I think our game plan was good. We just got. They just had a really good hand. Sometimes that happens. That is to say, turn 5 Ulamog on the play. I don't think turn 5 Ulamog on the draw is a good enough hand. And obviously we have cards on the top of our deck that could win us that game. Like if we drew the Ether Gust, on turn 2 or 3, we win that game, most likely. But since we didn't draw it until it was irrelevant, we lose that game. All right, hello and welcome to round 5 here with Unexpected Ramp. We're going to keep this hand. It needs a couple of lands to get going, but it's likely to find those with Growth Spiral and Uro. And we're on the draw. Looks like another aggro deck, starting with Inspiring Vantage, but could be wrong about that. This might be a bit of a spew putting the Skyline Cascade into play, but we're doing it. Depends on what they're actually doing over there. They could be some sort of red-white control deck. Seen a red-white Karn deck that Aspiring Spike was playing last week. No, they are Feather. Just gonna cast this main phase here. I want to see what land we hit. All right. Did not hit a land. But we do have Uro next turn. And we can just block with Grazer. I don't mind. Getting a creature in the graveyard is kind of good for Emrakul. What? They gave their Vanguard indestructible? Oh, Reckless Rage. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was like, okay. Yeah, their life total certainly doesn't matter much in this matchup. Luckily for us, the Feather deck is not that fast. They can be fairly fast, but generally they're like kind of like Voltroning onto one creature, which is good against the other aggro decks because they have 4 Reckless Rages and stuff. But they're not as fast as something like Mono Red or that red-green deck that we just played against with Embercleave. So here I think I want to just Unexpected Results. We might just spin the wheel and get lucky here. Lumbering Falls, all right. Didn't get lucky. But I feel like we have some time. So that's why I wanted to just go for a big splash there with Unexpected. Opponent seems a little flooded. All right, so if we find a land on this Uro, we can Uro plus Unexpected. So I want to play Uro now. We did not, but we did find a Growth Spiral, which is another card we can cast here that's pretty strong. And I'm just going to main phase it. All right, we're up to 6 lands. Now we could just like Hour of Promise for 2 shrines and then cast Emrakul. And then just kill them with a Danto Vanguard. Taking your opponent's turn is not really remotely fair. All right, 10th District Legionnaire. That does make things a little more dicey for us as far as potentially being dead next turn if we just cast Hour of Promise. Yeah, we could just be dead. Ulamog, yeah, we're definitely going to our promise here. We're not spinning any wheels. Just getting 2 shrines. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. So then we can cast either one of these, whichever one is more relevant. I'm going to assume that Emrakul is more relevant with Vanguard in play, but I could be wrong. 2 shrines. So I think you can just pay life until you die, right? Pretty sure you just kill yourself with Vanguard. Same way you can with Spellskite, right? So that's just game over. But we could just be dead right now. They could have like Divine Strike, +3/+1. I think they understand that they need to kill us right now, though. So they're going for it. Gonna get a little scry going. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's lethal. Damn. All right. Boros Charm is pretty good. So we're going to want gusts. Those seem pretty good. And Courser blocking also seems pretty good. And again, I think we're just going to do the same thing we did with the other aggro decks and just cut a couple unexpected results. And for the big things, and just run it like this. I think that's the move against aggro in general. This hand's great. We're going to keep. We've got, technically we can't cast our 3-drop next turn. Hopefully we draw a land. So we can do that. An untapped land, that is. Nope. But having another play is kind of good. Anyway. Gonna grab, I guess, an island with the Fabled Passage. Rest in peace, huh? That's fine. I guess we should have grabbed a forest because they cast Rest in Peace, but yeah, this looks pretty good. I think we eventually win this game, just based on the board state here. Unless they can kill our Courser. I guess they could have Reckless Rage right now. Banishing Light also kills our guy. Alright. Fair enough. Looks like our opponent boarded much more reactively than I think was necessary. Like, we have inevitability. So I actually don't like the way our opponent boarded. I don't think they did a great job with that. Wait, we should leave back Majoring Network and Breeding Pool, I think. Yeah. All right, that's solid. We also could have just cast Hour Promise that turn, which maybe was the better line, since we're not under really any pressure. Yeah. Drawing a card and gaining 3 life was probably not necessary there. But our opponent's not doing anything. All right, great. Yeah, let's just cast Unexpected Results. It seems like we have time. I forgot to put a counter on the Majoring Network again. That's my second time this league. That worked out well. So we got a 4-mana Hour Promise. And we're going to get Sanctum. What are we going to get? We kind of want... Yeah, I guess Sanctum for sure. And probably Lumbering Falls as a blocker. Or maybe just a Shrine. Yeah, maybe just Shrine. Shrine and Sanctum, the normal ones that we get. The Majoring Network should have a counter on it, so it's kind of a bummer. But I think we're in pretty good shape here. We should be able to eventually find an Ugin or an Ulamog or an Emrakul and beat what's going on here. Feather is kind of annoying because now they're going to get a lot of value off whatever else is in their hand, especially if they have Defiant Strike. But they did not attack, so that means they're just holding up God's Willing probably. We found Ugin. That's easy enough. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll go get a Ulamog here. And we'll -3 this Ugin. And I assume they scoop here. I don't know what they could really do. Defiant Strike, sure. So we're getting back our guy too. And we can play it. That's awesome. I don't want to draw Lumbering Falls, so I'll crack this. Get a Forest. Now we have Growth Spiral on top. Seems good. Cool. That feels good. Not sure what they could possibly do from here, but they didn't scoop, so maybe they have something in mind. I'll just gust it. Not super necessary to do so, but it is worth noting also that their deck has 4 10th District Legionnaires and 4 Feathers, and potentially some amount of Dreadhorde Arcanist, but maybe not if they put it in Rest in Peace. So maybe the Ether Gusts are slightly worse than I was considering. They're still good. Like, they still have 8 threats that are red that we do want to be able to Ether Gust, but I wonder if it's a bit worse than we thought. Oh no. There we go. Thought I had enough mana there without playing the land, but we did not. Opponent did not want to scoop, so... Oh, I guess we did have enough mana. We just had to use Garen Brig, which we still could have done, but it doesn't matter now. Let's get rid of your 2 Vantages. There we go. All right. So yeah, I think Ether Gust is still worth it. Obviously, Ugin's the card we want to see. And we just need, we need some interaction in the early game. We need to get to the part of the game where... Alright, so they did bring in a bunch of rest in pieces, which makes Uro a lot worse. Guess we could cut a couple of Uros for a couple more unexpecteds. Yeah, we'll keep that. We have some interaction. We have a turn 1 play that ramps us, and we have a turn 3 unexpected results. Monastery Swiftspear. That's another card in their deck that Ether Gust hits that I wasn't considering, but I should have remembered. Some decks don't play the full boat, but I bet most of them do. Here's a Grazer. Having Sanctum in play before we cast unexpected results is kind of cool too. Because you are actually casting the card off the top of your deck. So if we cast Ugin or Ulamog or Emrakul, we do get the Sanctum trigger. I'm not sure that we'll sack it on turn 4, but... Alright, so they're going to use up a Titan Strength to kill our Grazer. I'm pretty happy with that. There's Ugin hanging out. They could still have God's Willing. I wonder how many God's Willings they left in their deck because we just don't have much interaction. But they do know about Ether Gust now. We did show it to them last game. Certainly didn't have to. Could have let them have that 10th District Legionnaire, I think. I do think I want to gust that. I mean, we're casting it anyway. Might as well do it with it on the stack because it's the same as if it's in play. They chose to put it on top. Okay. It is a haste creature. It makes sense. Let's spin that wheel. Forest. All right. All right. Not unacceptable. Pretty much any result on that unexpected results was going to be reasonable at this point. At some point, though, we're going to need to get this Ugin into play. Rest in peace is totally okay. All right, so we're taking 4. I'm glad they didn't board back out their rest in pieces because I really don't think this card is good against us. I mean, it's fine. It slows down our Emrakuls a little bit, but Yeah, it's just not that good. I mean, funny that I say that, and then we draw the Uro. Definitely not playing Uro though, right? Let's see. That's 6 lands. I guess we could just play Uro, gain 3 life here. Put the other shrine into play. Draw a card rather than spin the wheel. Spinning the wheel is more fun. But gaining 3 life is probably safer. I mean, it's definitely safer. All right. So our opponent has to kill us from 17 right now, or they're getting Ugin. And they only have 1 card in hand, so this should be all she wrote for our feather opponent here. Clonk, clonk, we go to 14. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Grab Ulamog. Sanctum of Ugin is a very powerful card. I actually want to take up, I think. No, I got a -2. Taking up is definitely not correct. That's so greedy to take up. Yeah, it'd be extremely greedy to take up there. But yeah, against most of these aggro decks, just resolving an Ugin at more than 10 life, or more than 6 life, is probably just game over. What? Why did they say GG? Our opponent said GG, kept playing. Alright, whatever. That's a pretty good draw, though. One, two, yeah, we do have enough for Ulamog. Yeah, we're just gonna Ulamog. There's 6. This will get back our Ugin as well. Oops. With more counters on it. Opponent GG's, but then doesn't scoop. That's okay. They're just like, yeah, I guess I'll play the next turn. All right. And it's plus on them. Attack. I assume they're just going to take it. And then we'll play another one. And plus on them. All right, so we got there. 4-1. We got kind of clowned by Emrakul, but otherwise that went really well. This deck does seem really powerful. And with like slightly better hands against our green-red opponent, we might have been able to do that one. Take that one too, but they just have a really fast clock. All right, welcome to the deck tech for Unexpected Ramp. Here we've got a blue-green deck that is focusing on making a ton of mana in the early game and playing a busted mythic rare that costs anywhere from 8 to 13 mana within the first 6 turns of the game. Now, against most decks, Ugin is just going to minus and win the game for you. Against some other decks, Ulamog is going to come down or be cast and exile 2 things and just give your control opponents fits. And then in other games, like you may have seen already in the Breach matchup, we're going to take our opponent's turns and make things very, very, very bad for them with Emrakul, the Promised End. In order to ramp, we're playing things like Arboreal Grazer, Growth Spiral, and Uro. And our Promise being the most powerful ramp spell. We're never going to get any zombies with it, though. There are no deserts in our deck. The only thing it's doing is putting Shrine of the Forsaken Gods into play, which is going to make it really easy to cast our giant monsters. And the namesake of the deck, the Unexpected Results card, reads like this. So you're going to shuffle up, you're going to reveal the top card. If it's a non-land card, you get to cast it for free. If it's a land card, you can put it into play, and then Unexpected Results stays in your hand, or just goes back to your hand, that is. So you get to have redundant ramp with this card, which is really good when you want to cast 10 drops and 13 drops and 8 drops. Or if it hits a spell, sometimes you just cast a turn 3 Ugin or Ulamog or Emrakul, which is just obviously really, really, really hard to beat for most decks. So that's why we're playing 10 payoffs for Unexpected Results, because I don't know, when a sixth of your deck is absurd payoffs, then a sixth of the time you're just going to flip a busted card and win the game, which is what the name of the game is here. We're playing Haymaker Magic, all right? So in the sideboard, we've got Ether Gust for red and green decks. We've got Mystical Dispute for blue decks. And we've got Damping Sphere for Lotus Breach, which does hurt us a little bit because we are playing Shrine of the Forsaken Gods, but generally it's much worse against them than it is against us. Nephalia Academy for decks with Thoughtseize and things like that. Then Courser of Crewfix for aggro. And otherwise, decks that are probably boarding out all their fatal pushes, this could be good to gain you some card advantage and gain you a couple life, make a couple blocks. And then Skylasher for spirits, basically. And I guess you might put it in against blue-white control as well, since it is pretty good against Teferi, pressuring Teferi a little bit. But yeah, mostly for spirits, I would assume. Now, yeah, that's the deck. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, really excited to be able to bring you some Magic content in these strange times. Hope that everyone around you and yourself are doing well, and can't wait to bring you some more next week here on TCGplayer. Remember, you can check our website to get all the cards you need for this deck if you want to play it in paper, and yeah, you can get some really good deals, so check that out, and can't wait to see you next week. Take care, y'all.